Okay, so this is the TRS tip ring sleeve cable tester project. For this, we'll be using breadboard. These sets of 5 over here on the blue side. All of these 5 will connect automatically. These 5, these 5, these 5. The same on the reds on both sides. And over here, each of these columns will connect automatically horizontally. So 1 A through E, or F through J, depending on what side you use. 2 A through E, those things. We have this. We have our battery, our power supply, which we have the black wire will be your negative, the red will be your positive. We have resistor. I'm just holding 2 here to show what they look like, but I'll only use 1. We have our LED light, and we have our TRS patch bay or patch cable. So what we're going to do first is to connect our I have my breadboard upside down for me. We're going to connect the black wire to the blue on the breadboard, the negative, and we will connect the red over here to this red, which will be our positive. In this sense, the breadboard is just acting as our alligator clips if we were to use them. And I'm going to take my resistor. I'm going to plug it in to this line, so now the electrons are flowing out of the negative of our power supply in and through 1/2 of our resistor. The circuit will continue when I connect the resistor. So I'll connect the resistor to A5, and so now it's traveling from the negative in down through the resistor to A5. And then now I will take the excuse me, the tip, and I will plug it into 5B, which now sends the electrons through the cable, and it will come out the tip on the other side. And let's run that to F6. Now, so it's traveled from the battery through the resistor, and the resistor is coming from our connection to the power supply to A5, which will run through the tip in B5, and which will run over to F6. And we will now run our ring from H6 to, let's use, sorry, I have everything a little twisted here. Let's run that to, oh, sorry, had a wire come out. Actually, this is all kind of getting mixed up, so I'm just gonna pull everything off and start again. So we'll run our tip from E5 over to H6 over here to, let's say, C10, and we'll run our final connection to E10, our sleeve of this side of the cable, and we'll run that to I15, and then we will run our LED from, actually we'll run that final connection up to a I5, and then we'll run our LED from, let me untwist our LED, we've got our posts a little twisted. We will run our LED from I5 into the red on this side of the breadboard, which is our positive of our power supply. Actually, we'll switch that around. I do believe I have that backwards. Sorry. And our LED will light up. It's kind of hard to see. I might have a little too strong a resistor on it. But basically what's happening is the flow is coming out of the negative of our power supply. The power will flow from our resistor over to 5A, which will flow into 5B. Which will flow from our tip all the way over to the other tip, which is connected into F5, and then it flows over to H5, which is the ring of our one side, which will flow out to 10D, which will then flow to 10E, which is the sleeve of this side, which will flow out to I5, and then we have our power running from I5 to J5, and then through to our resistor, or to our LED, to our positive. And that is the TRS cable tester project.